Okay, we are going to get into this. Matthew 24 verses 34. Okay, in order for you to understand this view, the mid-tribulation rapture pre-70 AD view, for lack of a better word, okay? For you to understand this view, you have to understand first that Jesus was talking to, in verse 34, the generation in whom he was talking to, not 2025, okay? This generation in the year 2025, okay? Or whatever year or timeline that you can recall. You know, in times past, in the year 2000, they were saying the rapture was going to happen. Okay, in the 90s, they were saying the rapture was going to happen. In the 70s, they were saying the rapture was going to happen. Okay, and going all the way back to the 1800s, have Christians been saying, yeah, like the rapture is going to happen then. Okay, so no, Jesus here, when he says in verse 34, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. He is talking to that generation in whom he's talking to. And he literally just got done telling them that that generation was going to be responsible for the righteous blood that's been shed all the way from Abel to the very person that they slew, being Zacharias, Zachariah of Barachias. And let me show you that one. I want to show you those verses. So that's Matthew 23 verses 29 to 36. I wrote it down here. Okay, so this is just the previous chapter, okay? So, you know, he's saying, and he begins, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Okay, the hypocrisy, okay? Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets. Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers, ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, okay? How can ye escape the damnation of hell? Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them ye shall kill and crucify, and some of them ye scourge in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city, that upon you may come all the righteous blood shed upon the earth, from the blood of righteous Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, son of Barachias, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. They were brazen enough to slew someone between the temple and the altar who was actually righteous. It was righteous blood. And upon them all of the righteous blood shed upon the earth from the time of Abel, the righteous blood of Abel, to the righteous blood of Zacharias, whom they slew. He said, whom ye slew between the temple and the altar. Verily I say unto you, all these things shall come upon this generation. So he's talking to not 2025 us. He is talking to the generation, okay, that he was talking to. Jesus coming out of the temple, he's talking again to the generation. He's in the temple, and then he departs from the temple, and his disciples are basically, you know, as he's prophesying all of this, all the things that he has said in the previous chapter that's going to happen to the scribes and the Pharisees of that generation, okay, he is now, his disciples are now, you know, showing him all the buildings of the temple. And in verse 2, what does Jesus say? See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, okay, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Okay, because they want to be on his side. And he's basically just given a massive judgment, a massive prophetic judgment against the scribes and the Pharisees, okay, saying that the righteous blood from Abel up to Zacharias, who they slew between the temple and the altar, okay, is going to come upon them. And then he goes into at length, our Savior goes into at length what's about to happen. Really, from the start of the persecution of the church, okay, culminating to the destruction of the temple. And in between there, he says, and he basically reiterates, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. This is what Jesus is saying, because all these things were going to be fulfilled, including, by the way, including the famous verse, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. So he's going in to all the events that are about to happen pre-70, like basically pre-70 AD to 70 AD. All right. Now, a few words. I am not a preterist. I don't believe that all of the Bible was fulfilled before 70 AD. That all of Revelation has been fulfilled before 70 AD. I do not believe that. I can't. I don't even believe I qualify as a partial preterist, by the way. And no, I do not subscribe to replacement theology whatsoever. And really, these are other topics for other videos and other content that I intend and hope by the grace of God, God willing, that I can be able to share with you. So have yourself a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.